I hope you're all doing well. As I'm setting up for your reading, I'm grabbing the Pulp Tarot, and I heard having a lot of fun. I feel like you're about to have a lot of fun with something. You're about to go on an adventure of some sort. Okay, so we're going to find out what this is all about. I'm seeing the Empress. It's just like the word just popped out here on me. So I don't know. Something's going on. I also saw it because it's the manual. I saw instruction. Maybe you're telling someone how to treat you. I don't know. And you're going to receive, I'm hearing good karma for that. Well, when we make our intentions clear and we vocalize and communicate our needs with others, things can become, I'm hearing a lot more black and white. Well, people know where we stand and we know whether they can deliver or not. Okay. Scorpio. Interesting energy. Let's start with an oracle deck and see what is supporting you as well as what is presenting a challenge. I feel like using this Crow oracle. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andy. If you're returning, welcome back. Okay. This is 13 Moon Tarot. If this reading resonates with you, there is an extended available. A link to that is in the description box below. In the extended, I go a layer deeper into the message that comes out here. Observation. Yeah, it's like you tell someone what you need and what you want, and then you observe whether or not they're going to deliver that. Okay, Scorpio? Observation is your supportive energy. Very perceptive. What I'm getting from this card is, well, you're very interested here. Now, my readings are for the next 3 months or so, not very further than that. You know, we all have free will, energies change. So this could be coming up for you, or you might be tapped into this energy now. Depends on where you are on the timeline. I picked this up, I heard fingers claw. I don't know. Okay. Or something claw. Isn't that the... some kind of herb called something claw. I don't know, maybe that's important for you. But it's like you're very observant. Yeah, everything. Well, you're filtering and processing information like crazy. Maybe this is spiritually, some downloads, or maybe it's analytically in some sense. But there's a lot of information here coming towards you. I feel like you're very curious about things. I feel like this is a really positive time for you to learn a lot more about things you're interested in, but also yourself. And I feel, because we're talking about telling somebody what you want, there is some kind of relationship here, whether that's friendship, family, coworkers, love, whatever, where you're watching them to see how they'll respond to you. You're being straightforward here with something, or at least you're being encouraged to. Okay, let's see what energies are challenging you, Scorpio, at this time. What energies are challenging Scorpio? Ooh, damn. Trickery. Oh, jeez. Scorpio. Never a dull moment. I have an 8th house stellium and Pluto on my rising. No shade. And my part of fortune is in Scorpio. So, yeah. Okay, memory at the bottom. A few things going on here, okay? So, there could be some new situation entering your life. You're feeling like, I don't know if I could trust this. Maybe there's going to be some same tricks here as there was in the past. Could even be a past situation coming up for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you're just very on top of something. Like you're able to see what's real, what's not real, be able to pick up on people. I'm hearing people's word salad. You're able to see the mirage, the facade, the mask, the illusion. Partly because you do have such a phenomenal memory, right? My Mercury is in my 8th house, as well as my Mars, my Moon, my Sun. Yeah, so I got a lot going on, my Chiron. But with Mercury especially, and maybe you have Mercury in your 8th house or in Scorpio, but it's like you don't forget anything unless you want to, right? Or, you know, the things you want to remember, well, yeah. especially when it comes to emotions. Maybe it's not the fine details of a situation. For a lot of you, it is, though. But emotionally speaking, you remember the pain, you remember the feelings, you remember the good ones and the bad ones. It's all there. So it's very hard for someone to get one over on you and trick you, because you're watching to see for those red flags and repeated behaviors. But there's some fun here for you. So what's going on? Where's the fun at? I heard it. Where's the fun at for Scorpio? Tell me about the fun. What's the fun here? Warning. Oh, this is the kind of fun that we got to be careful about right now. Ooh, we see wrath at the bottom. Okay. Someone asked me, when you say we, who is we? Who are you talking about? Well, it depends. Sometimes it's Pixel, my cat, when she's here. Sometimes I'm talking about, the general collective unconscious. And sometimes I'm talking about you and me, we. I'm working with your higher consciousness here, right? Your highest self. So this is not my reading. This is our reading together. Or not. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Then I'm talking about someone else. Okay? Oh, interesting. Warning. The kind of fun that's the Tower and the Nine of Swords, that you wake up the next day and you're like, it's fun in the moment, but was that the best idea for me to do that? Okay. Yeah, the Fool. See, I feel like for a lot of you, this is something new here coming in. Something that it's like, you know what? I just need to let loose. I just need to go for this and kind of throw caution to the wind. But no, that's not a good idea here. I feel like you could be very upset at someone as the outcome of a situation. Or, of course, it could be vice versa. But let's get into the details here, Scorpio. What is going on now? What's the theme of the reading, Spirit? For Scorpios? The theme of the reading. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Looks fun. Some of you might be going to a festival of some sort. Just be careful. This is real literal, obviously. Or it could be a metaphor, but observe your drink, don't leave your drink. But this is like, take care of yourself, watch your surroundings. But for most of you, it's like, have more discernment in who you're hanging out with and who you choose to have fun with. Because the trickery is the challenge. It's like, you have a great memory. It's easy for you to see tricks when they're there. But if you're more focused on having fun and ignoring the red flags, that's why I said that, right? Like, you can forget something if you want to. And it feels like there's a situation that's coming up here where there's going to be red flags and you're going to be like, but it could be fun. Okay. And Spirit's like, Scorpio, this could be about work too, but there's something, look at you, that you're looking at over here. Well, let's see. What are you looking at? What is the fun? What is the fun here, Spirit? King of Swords, an air sign potentially, but this is definitely Queen of Wands, King of Swords. Somebody's mind is turning you on. Okay. Well, the King of Swords can cut. So let's get your cards out here. Can we get some more identifiers? I'm going to use these astrological dice here. I left my charms upstairs. So tell me more about who this King of Swords is. We have Mars in the 10th house, Mars in Aries, or Aries ruling the 10th house, Mars in the 2nd house, Taurus, Mars in Taurus. It could be Pluto and, do you hear that? It's like my shower head's dripping. That's interesting. Like, I took a shower a longest time ago. Okay, that's a message. Whatever happens in the reading for me is part of the reading. Could be a water sign, of course, but it feels more like Yeah, it's a distraction of the Knight of Cups energy. It's like the water. It's like I'm called towards it. I'm called towards. Yeah, okay. So I feel like you're just really tempted here by something. But this seems to be some kind of Pluto and Mars together, some kind of Pluto contract. This could impact your security, okay, or even your career. So you have to be careful here. There's obviously a warning. All right, let's get the cards out. Your current energy is the Hermit. Well, no wonder you want to throw caution to the wind. It's been a while since you've been out having fun or doing something or taking a risk. You know, and I feel like even if you get into situations that are difficult, for a lot of you, you wouldn't change it because you still learned a lot in the situation. And for someone here, I'm hearing it's better than being bored. I don't know, Scorpio. Let's get 6 cards. Oh, let's see. The challenge is the 5 of Swords, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Who's this person here? Wait, do we have it all? We have your energy. We have what you don't see coming, the opportunity, the challenge, the advice. Oh, yeah. What's going to manifest if Scorpio takes the advice? Victory. 6 of Wands. Exactly. Always when you take Spirit's advice. This person's energy. The Fool. Yeah, this is for some of you, someone new. Of course, could be Aries energy. Or Aquarius, because the Fool represents Uranus. But yeah, this is somebody new, I feel. Somebody that you're going to be like, yeah, let's go. Let's go for it. Let's have some fun here. This person is pretty smart. They're good with their words. But, you know, when the King of Swords is in reverse, it's very, you know, that's not a nice energy to deal with. So let's begin there. Tell me... The Chariot, yeah, okay. Well, let's get into it. The Hermit for your overall energy. Been locked up for some time here. Walking the hard path alone. Ace of Pentacles, you're ready to go out and experience the world. Get a new job, move to a new place, go on vacation, have new love experiences, whatever it is for you. Join that class, do that thing. Okay, what you don't see coming, the 8 of Pentacles. This card is funny to me because, you know, she's sitting there vulnerable. It's kind of interesting, her position. I mean, I appreciate it for the YouTube algorithm. But, you know, she's sitting there kind of vulnerable and she thinks he's painting her. But he's not. He's painting a pentagram, and she should have known better because look what's behind her, all the previous paintings he's done of other pentagrams. So for me, like, I've had this card come up before and I saw exactly the same thing. It's like somebody not seeing another person for who they truly are. Kind of, this is somebody I feel who's had many experiences like the one that they want to have with you. Some of you don't care and you're okay with that. Others of you do. Those are those red flags though on the wall, you know, maybe for literally for some of you, you need to like think about how are they talking about their ex? Do they still have things about exes around or past people or past situations, or how did they treat their previous employees? I'm hearing was the company sued. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, like do a background check. But see, you're not in that mood. You don't want to go there. You want to just have fun. But I don't know. This seems like warning, wrath, like really important. Well, let's just ask. Well, let's find out more. What does Scorpio not see coming here with the 8 of Pentacles? You could be really impressed with this person's work. Okay, and you want to go work for them, or you want to be a muse for them or something like that. Interesting. Okay. What does Scorpio not see coming? The 5 of Pentacles. Oof. Look, and now you're all wrapped up in your coat, taking, going, it's like the walk of shame, it looks like to me, I don't know. And the person standing in the back is a shadow character. Genders are not important. I'm just reading the images on the cards. Right? And this looks like that, like a red light kind of district sign. You know what I'm saying here? Okay, so, free will, you do what you want to do, no judgments. Just a warning here. I said something similar to Libra in the all signs. If you have Libra in your chart, you might want to check that out. The last all signs. The letters T and A could mean something. But I feel like whatever you think is going to go somewhere is not. And for some of you, you're okay with it, but then you're not going to be okay with it. It's like, I don't know exactly why you're not going to be okay with it. Tell me, like, what is it? 8 of Swords. Yeah, all of a sudden, it's like, why did I do that? There's regrets here, okay? For getting involved with someone new or something new that has red flags. Now, if you meet somebody or you start a job and there's no red flags in sight, just, this isn't your reading. It's not about that. Don't start thinking about this reading. Don't, manifest a situation that isn't going to manifest, because we do have the power to make that happen. Okay? So this should be like, yeah, there's red flags. Judgment. And Spirit is showing me things about this person that I'm clearly ignoring. Okay. Your opportunity, the Moon. Well, if you do go for this, maybe the letter F is important. And we have the Fool, yeah, for their energy. F and C could be important. But if you do go forward with this, you do have the opportunity to confront shadow. You'll learn something about yourself, about another shadow, about what's hiding in the shadow. But I feel like with the warning card coming out, whenever I see a warning, I feel like Spirit's saying it could be avoided. Otherwise, if it was a lesson that you kind of needed to go through or that your soul wanted to go through, it wouldn't throw up a warning necessarily. Tell me more about the opportunity here. For some of you, if you are in the window of fertility, see how she's walking away with a baby there? The Moon card represents mother. Okay, so maternal energies, for some of you, that could be something that happens. Just if it makes sense in your story. Just be careful. That could be an opportunity here. Or maybe it's something you want. I don't know. Okay, let's see. 7 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, if you go forward with this, it's an opportunity for you to reestablish your boundaries later on. Okay, it's like maybe there's a lesson you feel you need to learn again. Or, I don't know. This doesn't look like a good opportunity. Why are you doing this? Well, in the Hermit energy. Tell me a little bit more about why Scorpios, because Spirit's also showing me teamwork here. Spirit's also showing me that you know better. Maybe you just miss connecting to others. For some of you, it's like you're getting pressured to go somewhere with a bunch of people, or like there's peer pressure in some situation. Okay, yeah, risk. Look, to take a risk. And I feel like with this release, it's like somebody's saying, Scorpio, loosen up, have some fun, have 5,000 drinks. Hopefully not, but it's like, go overboard, live, you only live once, like, go crowd surfing butt ass naked. It's like, that's probably not a good idea. That's what I'm seeing here. It's an interesting energy. I'm sorry it's not a different kind of reading. I know some of you prefer the more spiritually inclined messages, but this is what I got for somebody. You can check out the Scorpio playlist. Okay, I'll link that in the description box below. But this is an important message for someone because they need to know. It's kind of like, I feel like this message is a little bit of a slap on the wrist here, Scorpio. Like, come on, you know better. Let's think a little harder here about what could happen, the consequences of something. The challenge, the Five of Swords, because you're clearly not seeing here how this could turn ugly. And I feel like for some of you, you feel like you got a handle on this situation, that you got control. And maybe you typically do in these situations, King of Cups, when the person is softer. But when you're dealing with someone who's the King of Swords, I feel like there's something about this person you're just not seeing. Okay? Be careful. A challenge. I'm hearing something about fame here. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's not going to be what you want. Look at all these drinks. 5,000 drinks. It's a poor decision. The Empress. But it's because I feel like you miss that feeling of connecting and feeling desired and feeling just good about what you're doing, what you're creating, who you are. I mean, that can be a very intoxicating energy, but when it's done from an ego space and not a spiritually ascended consciousness, it often leads to a tower moment. Okay, and sometimes it feels good to be in our ego. We all have an ego, okay? But this is one of those times where I'm seeing potential danger ahead. Four of Cups, because you're being careless. See, with the wanting to feel good. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? The advice. The Sun. The Page of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. This is Spirit saying you've already learned the lesson here about what really brings you happiness, about who good people really are and what it feels like to be around positive energies that lift you up, that you can trust, that you can see long-term things with. Like, you've already learned a lesson here about love or about connecting, about doing things. Yeah. Learn, take out those course notes, that textbook, and read it again because you already know, okay? Like, maybe you need a refresher here. Now, lessons can pop up time and time again as we're trying to clear our karma in this lifetime. Multiple tests in the same kind of subject will come up, and we constantly are clearing that out. It's an energy frequency, a karmic energy frequency we hold from a past life, if you believe in that, or maybe something we've done in this life, and we're like just attracting those scenarios or being drawn to them, and we have to stay conscious about that. We have to say, oh yeah, okay, this is another scenario that is similar to that. Maybe it's not the same, it looks completely different, but there's some energy frequency that is operating in the same way. This is the same lesson. I know this. There's other things I could be learning. There's other things I could be doing. And I see that you can be learning so much right now. So stay on top of that. Six of Wands for if you trust the advice. Interesting. If you trust the advice, if you take the advice here, then you have a victory. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but and I just have to say it or else I would not feel good if I didn't. The Emperor here. Yeah, it's like I have to tell you to be responsible, and something about drinking coming up, or maybe it's some kind of other kind of substance, but like drinking and driving, I'm seeing like stuff like that. Like there's somebody who's super risky or likes to take those kinds of risks. Sometimes you're not even sure, like somebody's like, I'll give you a ride home, and then they're driving like a maniac. You know what I mean? It's like, just take care of yourself. Six of Wands, you're going to be victorious in this situation. I feel like you just need to take care of yourself, Empress, and be the Empress in a spiritual sense. The one who doesn't need reassurance, right? The one who protects her abundance, who enjoys her own company. Okay, who doesn't let energies come near her that are, wanting to take. This is self-value and self-worth. Okay, Scorpio. I'm going to pull a card here from this deck. They're just words. Okay, I feel like that, I don't know, something about that was significant. They're just words. Maybe somebody's going to say that to you or something. Yeah, I'm hearing a conversation here. Someone's like, what did you mean by that? And they're like, it's just words. Humility. Somebody doesn't have humility. That's a red flag. Okay, I'm going to go into the extended, but before I do, let's get one of these cards here. And we're going to go a layer deeper. I'm going to get more information on this and find out what's, you know, what else is this person up to, or what, you know, what you can do here. Message for Scorpios to close this reading out. Advice or whatever they need to know here, Spirit. Trust. Trust yourself, Scorpio. Okay? Trust yourself. You know what's good for you and what's not. Listen to yourself. Okay, Scorpio, I love you so much. I'll see you next time.